Hey, what's up, everybody? We are here to help you with hiring, which is a huge question we get all the time. When to hire, how to hire, but the most important thing, because if you get when right, W-H-E-N, everything else gets easier. And you're about to see that with the 3 reasons why we hire so stinking early. A lot of times earlier than your average. I don't know what bear would be recommending when to hire, but we do hire averager earlier than the average bear.
Because we're predicting the growth, right? We know we're going to get to that growth, so we've got to hire for it.
That's the key. If you hire early, you can keep your growth going fast. And what we love to do is not just grow kind of, sort of, structured step by step. Right. We love to keep growing and scaling fast. And if you hire late, you're going to hit a stuck point. You're going to actually see that with reason number 2 and number 3 will be why your practice will get stuck, and it'll really, really cost you growth. So number 2 is you're not dead, tired, exhausted, adrenal fatigued when you do make the hire, because if you make your hire when you're well past cooked and you want to delegate and hand this stuff off to the person, it actually brings up 3. So let's just talk about number 3, which is no time to train and onboard, because 2 creates 3. And so if you don't have that time to, that energy actually is more the way to say it, to train and onboard someone, you're really going to have an unsuccessful part.
Right. And if we're super burnt out, how do you think the rest of our team is feeling out? You know, we have to remember that when we're feeling a certain way, our team is feeling that way too. So not only are we burnt out if we wait too long to hire, but our team is feeling that exact same tiredness. And there is no way if we're going to be like, we're bringing in a new system or we've got this new procedure that our team...
We're going to grow!
Yeah. And everybody's like, no, I'm so tired. I don't want to. And so we have to remember that when we're hiring ahead of that next growth point, not only are we giving the rest of our team a little bit of that break from that sprint mode, but now we have the time to commit to train them and to onboard them. Because when we're tired and we are like so ready to hand off 100 things to someone when we hire, their first day on the job and we hand them 25 binders and systems and things
very important things.
Right. And then we don't have that energy to train them, because training takes time and it takes commitment to do it right and to do it with excellence.
And most of the time we end up blaming the new hire and saying, I couldn't believe they couldn't figure it out. People don't want to work hard today. They don't know. Well, you just didn't have the time and the space. And also part of that space is for them to go ahead and make mistakes. If you are leaning too much on them because you just handed them so much right out of the gates without much training, everybody's going to make mistakes in that first 90 to 100 days, especially. You got to give them the freedom to do that. I'm going to sneak in a top 2 into a top 3 video. The 2 reasons that teams have constant turnover is number 1, just honestly lacking leadership, just not the high enough level of leadership. And that kind of gets into number 2, which is if you wait too long to hire, you're going to burn out not only yourself, but you're going to burn out. You might have great team members right now, 1 or 2, but they're thinking about leaving because you have so much on their plate, and you've just proven to hire late. Well, they know that. And so this is why our team gets so excited. They know that we're always going to keep up with adding ideal key team players to the team so that each person can crush it, work hard, but not burn out. And so this is a burnout turnover prevention program here as well.
It's the key to a steady, long-term team commitment and team growth, because you're truly setting them up for success. And everyone wants to do their job very well. So this is how we set them up for success, to be able to absolutely dominate their job.
Hire early, hire often. One of the biggest things holding the entire profession of pediatric chiropractic back is honestly we're understaffed. I know that's a weird way of saying it, but like literally if we look across the landscape of peds and family practices, and if we had more team, we could produce more content. If we had more team, we could adjust more kids. If we had more team, we could open more hours and see more families. So this thing, like one subluxation, creates a whole downstream effect of challenges. So hire early, hire often, grow fast, grow far, and honestly, when you have this team like this, you can go far and fast together. That's not an or, that's an and.